B-Marsh Boxing, what's happening, world? We back at it. So, Hall of Fame promoter, top rank, Bob Arum. Some call him the Bob Father. Bob Arum has been saying that as his guy Kubra Pulev is going to beat Anthony Joshua. Now, he might be trying to promote the fight, get people interested in this fight, because Lord knows I even forgot all about this fight. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly, at least I have, I'm more anticipating this Danny Garcia and Errol Spence fight. That's what at least I'm looking forward to. And I could say for the majority of these YouTube boxing streets, because ain't nobody, at least on my feed, ain't nobody talking about Anthony Joshua versus Pulev. That's why Bob Arum is saying Pulev's going to knock AJ out, But I found what Bob Arum said interesting about Anthony Joshua's gate revenue compared to Tyson Fury's. And like I said, I've been watching boxing just like y'all listening to this video. Y'all watch boxing too. And if you're not blinded or biased to anything, it's quite clear, if Anthony Joshua could fill out 80, 90,000 over there in the UK, and fellas like Tyson Fury can fight Wilder in the United States in front of what, 16,000? 16,000 at the MGM and still get a way fatter payday than the man Anthony Joshua, because as of right now, Tyson Fury is the highest paid fighter in boxing. You know what I mean? He surpassed Cannoli, surpassed Anthony Joshua. Those were quote unquote the two cash cows in boxing. You know what I mean? So Bob Arum has some interesting quotes. Because the man Anthony Joshua was basically boasting about bringing in larger crowds than the Gypsy King, than Tyson Fury. And Bob Arum is basically breaking it down that Joshua's 70,000+ people who come to see his fights, they don't bring in the same amount of revenue or live gate as a Tyson Fury does when Tyson Fury, at least when he fought Wilder in front of 16,000 people, and they amassed at least like 17 million at the live gate. I think that was a record, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not, it's probably second. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember what was number one. Was it Tyson Spinks? Don't quote me, but that was a large live gate that the heavyweight fighters, as far as Wilder and Fury, brought. You know what I mean? So some say that, of course, Anthony Joshua, nobody's paying attention to his fight versus Kubra Pulev. Nobody's making videos. Nobody's really talking about it. So, of course, he's trying to name drop. You know what I'm saying? Trying to use Tyson Fury's name to help try to promote the fight. And I have no problem with that, because at the end of the day, if he beats Kubra Pulev, guess what the world want to see? Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? So it's only right, You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua been talking a lot about this guy, Tyson Fury. More than Tyson Fury's been talking about him, you know what I'm saying? Joshua's fighting Pulev. And I'm waiting for people to say that Pulev is an old guy, because they said Luis Ortiz is old when Deontay Wilder fought him. Well, Kubra Pulev is even older than Luis Ortiz by the time he gets to fight the man Anthony Joshua. So I'm going to read you some quotes what the man Bob Arum was telling IFL TV as far as Fury bringing in more gate revenue than the man Anthony Joshua. This is what the Bob Father said, quote, "There are crowds and there's money. With all due respect to the 80 or 90,000 people, I think it's closer to 70,000 that have watched Joshua fights, whether it's Cardiff, and I was there when he fought Joseph Parker. Yeah, there are big crowds, but look at the gate revenue. Tyson Fury and Wilder at the MGM in Las Vegas in February did a gate of more than $17 million, and Joshua hasn't come close to a gate of that magnitude. If I charge £5 a seat for a fight against you, I could probably get 100,000 people. It all depends on how much you charge for a fight. Again, Joshua hasn't come close to the gate revenue that Fury did with Wilder in Las Vegas. End quote. You heard it from the Bobfather. Now, is the Bobfather lying? No. Will that Anthony Joshua fans be in their feelings and probably start making videos about Bob Arum? More than likely. It's their prerogative. They could do as they feel, but at the end of the day, the truth hurts. As a man, I accept the truth. And the truth is the truth. I have no reason to fabricate anything. And if that's the case, then so be it, man. Wilder and them don't need to have 100,000 to get whatever Anthony Joshua's making. They could do it right here in the USA, Slim. Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world. Even they could do that at Madison Square Garden. So, Anthony Joshua and Pulev are going to be fighting, I think, next week. Not this weekend coming. I think the weekend after. And they're only going to have 1,000 fans in attendance at the Wembley Arena over there in London. You know what I mean? And that's probably not going to be, how much could you really gross as far as gate revenue, live gate money, if you could only have 1,000 people in there as opposed to when you used to have 70,000 plus. So I'm sure that's going to probably hurt the tickets of the pockets of Matchroom Boxing. You know what I mean? Maybe not hurt him to the point that he'll go bankrupt. I highly doubt that, but hurt him to the point like, look, we used to make X amount of pounds or dollars when we fought in front of 70,000. There's going to be a significant plummet as far as the money goes if you only can bring in 1,000 people. Will they raise the prices of the tickets? They're more than likely going to have to. It's going to have to be probably some, more money than usual, as opposed to when they have 70,000 people. Now they can only fit 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Will there be an uptick as far as the prices in future Joshua fights when he fights in the future? You know what I mean? So apparently a lot of people are not happy with the prices for Anthony Joshua. The tickets for the few thousand people who are going to be able to get up in there. Also, I've heard people complaining about the pay-per-view prices. You know what I mean? But, if you want to see the fight, you're going to have to do what you got to do, whether it's pay-per-view or you go watch it live. But at the end of the day, that's why guys like Lennox Lewis ain't stay over there in the UK fighting the Gary Masons and the Frank Brunos of the world. You know what I mean? He came over to the States, Slim. Had more fights in USA than he did in his native country. Because this is where the money at. You know what I'm saying? And Las Vegas is the fight capital of the world, not London, UK. And they do have some passionate fans, whether it's, fans of an individual or if it's fans of boxing, I can't tell. But they do have passionate fans over there in the UK, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Slim, if Anthony Joshua won't get that paper like Tyson Fury is getting, and also be having people actually anticipating his fight, because I'm trying to tell you, Joe, I ain't heard nobody talk about this fight between Fury and Kubra Pulev and Anthony Joshua. Not even Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? All I've heard is maybe Bob Arum saying that this guy's going to knock out Anthony Joshua. And, that's not anything of the stretch of the imagination. Never that, man, because we've seen Anthony Joshua get knocked out. That's why, to me, his fights going on forward from ever since he lost his first fight to Ruiz, going forward, are going to be very interesting as far as to see whether he won't get knocked out again. Because if a man like Andy Ruiz could knock him out, then any heavyweight in the division who got a pulse and believes in himself can knock out the big muscle-bound Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to seeing Kubra Pulev and Anthony Joshua, but not. That's probably going to be after I watch this Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? But it should be a good fight if Kubra Pulev believes in himself as much as Bob Arum believes in him. Maybe Bob Arum's trying to sell wolf tickets. They don't need that many people in the venue, so it shouldn't be that hard, you know what I mean, to sell these Wolf tickets. B. Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about Bob Arum's claim that Anthony Joshua ain't getting the kind of guap that the man Tyson Fury's getting, especially even if he brings in 90,000 people. Tyson Fury could do the same thing in the United States in front of 16,000 people. It's a big difference. B. Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments, and we out of here. Peace.